know, I love the night. I love being out there at night time. Oh, there's beautiful places to be out there at midnight. Laying around under the stars on a massive moon. Oh, I'm staying at what is it, Left Bank, whatever it is.
Yep.
And that's a big old spooky mansion, right? And I love it up there. And my sister's terrified of that stuff and says, "Oh look, check out, sister's got chandeliers and roofs." She's like, "No, not me." And I open the windows, there's a full moon. I'm like, "Yeah, it's a full moon too." You know, I love the night. I love the darkness. It's peaceful. It's cool. The darkness is not evil.
Yes.
The dark's the dark. Like half our lives at night time. We've attached all this negative energy and this negative stigma. And you come in here, we're about to do the trauma workshop. I'm jumping out of my skin because I flipping absolutely love this, because these are all the chains that unlock all these keys that unlock all the doors. And you're sitting here in a trauma workshop with bright pink brochures. Like, come on, right? And thank you for wearing the pink to coordinate with us today. Really appreciate that flyer. I will pay you later. That is awesome. And so yeah, we're going to go into the trauma side. The trauma side is not a destination. They're all train stations on the same track of life. You don't have to stay there. So what happens is we're creating these end lines. Like if you jump on the trauma train, you arrive at a destination where it's trauma, right? And it's dark and it's bad and it's evil, and you stay there. Then all these organizations come and they work at this train station, at this dead end line, and they talk about trauma. Then all the people that are talking about trauma, they haven't been to transition, they haven't been to evolution, they have just jumped on the trauma train. And so now we have all these industries and all these groups that are funded that can only exist if there's broken people here. And so if your organization is funded to help people through trauma, if you do your job, that room should one day be what? Empty. And then now you've got an empty room and now you've got no money. So what do most people do? Well, we need more broken people. Where ours is on a train trip. Like, yeah, man, wherever you end up, if you hit the trauma train station and that boots you off the life train and you land on the trauma platform, it's like, oh, what was that one? Oh, physical, it's either physical, it's sexual, it's financial, it's emotional, right? In our modality, you never, ever have to ever talk about your trauma. Ever. Why would you unpack it? Why would you let a wound that's healing keep ripping the scab off every time you talk to someone about it? So what's your trauma? Right? Bleed. Okay, cool. So what you need to do is apply pressure and wrap that up. It was wrapped up until you asked me to open it back up again. And now we unpack it, we unpack it, we unpack it. This wound just gets deeper and deeper and deeper to the point where you get annoyed. So no, I'm not talking about this anymore. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, I'm alright. You know, they don't want to talk about it anymore because they know that they can't fix it. And that's where our people are right now. What's the point in talking about this stuff now? Because it's not working. So I'll suck it up and I'll deal with it. And how do we deal with it? It's one of these 4 ways. And so there's only 4 ways that we deal with trauma. There's only 4 ways that you manifest in every human being. I just gave us different words. So the first one is you're a werewolf. Alright? You get a full wound, you get a werewolf. Punch you once in the nose, you're going to get a werewolf. Alright? The medical model calls it hyperarousal. You go from 0 to 1,000. You know? And Pacific Islanders especially, we have I love you and I kill you and not a lot in between. So when I'm teaching this in Papua New Guinea, I'm like, hey, brata, you go where? I go poke him with the knife, I come back. Whoa, come here. What? That's okay. This guy happened, my wife, poke him with the knife, I come back. No, bro. No, it's okay, bro. It's okay. I poke him, I come back. No, bro. It's like, because there's nothing in between. So all my training was just creating something in between when we're dealing with at that level. In Iraq, when you deal with the Arabs, just kill without hate. Oh yeah, it's you. Yeah, that's sweet, that's yeah, cool. Okay, what's for lunch? You're just like, sorry. Like, don't mind. It's hyper-arousal and hyperversion is when you go to that place immediately. And so if you're a werewolf, and if you live with a werewolf, I'm talking to you. Alright? Some of the guys are like, I'm not like that, and the wife's like, that's you. You could have written that book. I hear that a lot from partners. Dion, I read your book. You put my husband's name on it. It would have been exactly the same. So you get a werewolf. So your kids are walking around on eggshells, and everyone knows it. I could walk into the room in the lounge. I'm not even thinking about my family. I'm just in my head dealing with something. I walk in and my energy shows. I walk in the room. My kid's like, ooh, Daddy, huh? You okay? You're awake. Because you're in that energy. And so that's anger, that's rage, and then when you're a werewolf, you come forward. What? And you're in there, right? Straight away. Walk down the street, mate, I can't looking at it. Yep. Right? Straight away. That's the werewolf side. And you can only struggle with PTSD, you can only struggle with it, because it's not even disorder, we'll get to that. You can only struggle with this if, and only one reason, if you have control or not. The only thing that makes it an issue is if you've got control over it or not. Because having a highly trained werewolf is handy, man. It's awesome having a highly trained werewolf when you need one. But I'm not going to let that flipping hairy idiot run around and make a mess, right? So all that happens when we're struggling with our trauma side is we've lost control of ourselves. And so we can't control the anger, we can't control the rage, we can't even explain where it's even flipping coming from. And if you ask me, I was going to get more pissed off and get angry anyway. And say, you're just angry.